Guys, have you ever met somebody who when he says something, when he comes out and says something, you just have to believe him because he has given you proofs of why when he says something you have to believe? Have you ever listened to somebody speak and say, damn, this guy, what he's saying is true, or what he's saying he's going to do that? And not just forget the fact that the person is trying to say this to, is it somebody you believe that what he said is going to affect the other person, or due to history of the fight? You know, MMA is not just a physical sport. MMA is a mental sport as well. And not just MMA, world. What you believe is what is going to happen. You know, since Ilia Topuria got into the UFC, we all don't know who Ilia Topuria is, but we started knowing Ilia Topuria after his fight against Alex Volkanovski. I mean, we all know that he had this fight with this guy. I've forgotten the name, Emma. I don't know if it's Emma or something. Somebody make me understand that he beat him 5 rounds. And him coming out to meet Alex Volkanovski and telling Alex Volkanovski, I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to knock you out. When you know that nobody have ever done that to Alex Volkanovski. And he did that. Coming out again, telling the world that he's going to knock out Max Holloway. Max Holloway is is the only person in the UFC that has never been knocked out. I don't know if there's someone else, but Max Holloway, the one I know, is the only person that has never been knocked out in the UFC. For Ilia Topuria to come out and said, I'm going to knock this guy and I'm going to make it look easy, made everybody thought this guy was joking. Me, myself, I said it's not going to happen. He might beat Alex Volkanovski, he might beat Ilia Topuria by submitting him. No, he might beat Max Holloway, by submitting him, but he's not going to knock Max Holloway out. He knocked him out in round 2. A Max Holloway who defeated Justin Gaethje. A Max Holloway who have fought the great Volkanovski 3 times and never been knocked out for 3 fights. He has fought Dustin Poirier. He has never been knocked out. A old Dustin Poirier who is a very, very dangerous fighter. But there's this guy who is originally a Georgian, was born in Germany, lived a life in Spain, you know, has a different background history, a very tough history to say. A very smart, intelligent guy, good-looking guy, who believes whatever he says. You know, I've been watching Ilia Topuria for some time now, and he's a guy that most of the people, most young guys, if you listen to this video, you as a young guy, you have to watch how this guy speak. You have to watch his mindset. Because this guy just doesn't say whatever he thinks he wants to say. He knows that if he says he's going to say something, that he knows that he's going to do it. Doesn't mean that he doesn't believe what he says. I'm not saying that you should go out now and say whatever you want to say while even having doubt about yourself. You have to make sure that you are very good at what you're about to say, that you're very good at what you do. Because if you're not good, how would you come out and say something like this? I've been watching Ilia Topuria for some time now. I'm going to let you know that this guy is one of the best when it comes to speaking and manifesting something. This guy is absolute beast inside and outside. And you could see him reflecting from this guy beating 2 of the most historical fighters in 1 year. And he didn't go 25 minutes with 2 of them. He finished them in the first to second round. And at the moment, people are not even looking forward to see the fight between Alex Volkanovski and Ilia Topuria at the moment, because Ilia Topuria is just on another level. And if they fight again, it's not going to be a competition. People are going to choose him over Volkanovski. Not neglecting the fact that Volkanovski is a dangerous fighter. If not one of the greatest in the history of UFC. He actually one of the greatest. So nobody's going to write Alex Volkanovski off because people are trying to see that second fight. But people want to see a massive fight, which I'm making up on this video, because I saw Ilia Topuria the other day. When I told you that, I said, I've been watching this guy for a long time. And I've come to the conclusion of I have to believe whatever he says. It's like I feel obligated to believe whatever Ilia Topuria says. Because this guy doesn't come out and just say anything that he want to say. This guy come out, say what he want to say, and do what he said he's going to do. So Ilia Topuria in an interview came out the other day and said, he has been looking for this potential fight. He needs this fight. He has been craving for this fight. A fight that will make him stand up. A fight that people will doubt him again. Which is a big super fight against, if not the most dangerous man in the UFC, one of the most dangerous person in the UFC, which is Islam Makhachev, which have never been defeated for almost 10 years now, who has submitted and finished all his own opponents. But here comes the funny part. Islam Makhachev went 5 rounds against Volkanovski in the first fight and finished Volkanovski in the second fight, but finished him in a short fight notice. And the same Volkanovski lost in the second round by knockout against Ilia Topuria. So Ilia Topuria came out and said he's going to beat everybody, almost everybody in that lightweight division. But his aim is to fight Islam Makhachev, that he's going to knock him out. He's going to knock him out. He doesn't even plan to submit him. But he said Islam Makhachev will try to submit him, and he's going to find out that it's going to be difficult for him to submit. He said he is going to knock out Islam Makhachev. And me looking at what he says, I can't doubt him, guys. I can't doubt him. We all are going to, I know when the fight, if UFC made this fight happen, the score, the ratings, the predictions of this fight is going to go in favor of Islam Makhachev. But to be honest with you, I don't know if I'm going to choose Islam Makhachev in that fight. Because I have doubted Ilia Topuria not once, not twice, not 3 times. I've doubted him more than 5 times. And you have surprised me with, most especially with these 2 historical fighters. He finished them. He said in the interview, I'm going to knock this guy out. Not everybody comes out and say that to Islam Makhachev. Not everybody. He said he's going to come out, he's going to knock this guy out. He's also looking for a potential fight against Dustin Poirier, because Islam Makhachev now doesn't feel like fighting somebody below him. He wants, if Ilia Topuria wants to fight him, he has to fight somebody to get to him. It is in his weight division. But according to Ilia Topuria, he said UFC are trying to put in this work because he is a massive fighter. We all know that Islam Makhachev wants to have a two-war title. But unfortunately, his longtime friend, Belal Muhammad, is the current welterweight champion. So he doesn't want to fight him. And he's eyeing to fight DDP in the middleweight division. But at the moment that there is no fight for Islam Makhachev, and there is no fight for Ilia Topuria, although he has Volkanovski waiting, he has Diego Lopez waiting. Nobody at the moment in the UFC wants to see the fight between Alex Volkanovski and Ilia Topuria. Or nobody also wants to see the fight between Ilia Topuria and Diego Lopez. What people would love to see is Ilia Topuria going up to fight the lightweight champion, which is the most dangerous man in current roster in the UFC, Islam Makhachev. That fight for me is going to be a banger. But for him to come out and say, I am going to knock Islam Makhachev, it's a big statement. And I don't doubt him for that, because I've doubted him a lot of time. And he has come out to prove me wrong. Islam Makhachev, Ilia Topuria for the lightweight champion. Sign me in. I'm in. And trust me, it's hard to say this when it comes to Islam Makhachev, but I kind of believe Ilia Topuria. UFC make this fight happen. Dana White make this fight happen. And let's see if we are going to doubt Ilia Topuria once again. Guys, I appreciate the love you guys show to me in this channel. I honestly do appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. And leave a comment below if you think, I want to also know your opinion on what, the statement of Ilia Topuria. I appreciate it, guys. Until next time, peace.